AI Studio's cool interface and powerful tools are shaking up the AI world. Everyone's talking about how it makes projects simpler and speeds up innovation. Why Google AI Studio? Because it's designed to make AI development more accessible and efficient for everyone. We will give you an overall tour of the interface, showing you how to navigate through it and utilize its features with ease. Followed by this will be a step-by-step guide to solve your use cases. Let's get started. In this video, we will cover Introduction to Google AI Studio, its interface tour, and executing sample prompts. Google AI Studio is designed to make AI development accessible, efficient, and enjoyable for everyone. This powerful platform combines an intuitive interface with advanced tools, allowing users to create, manage, and deploy AI projects seamlessly. Whether you are just starting or an experienced developer, Google AI Studio offers something for everyone. By simplifying complex tasks and speeding up innovation, it empowers you to bring your AI ideas to life with minimal hassle. Now, let's explore Google AI Studio. You just have to go to Google search engine and type Google AI Studio and click on the first link. You will land up to this home page where it states directly sign in to Google AI Studio. I'm clicking on this. Once I do this, it will open the Google AI Studio interface. Since we are logging in, signing in for the first time, it will ask for the consent which we have to tick and press on continue. Once we do this, we get to see these options and features. Let's understand one by one. What all does it support? How does it work? First, let's talk about the model. If you could see, it's automatically selected Gemini 1.5 Flash. If you click on this drop down, you will get to see 1.0 Pro, 1.5 Pro, 1.5 Pro Experimental 0801. You have Gemini 1.5 Flash, followed by the upcoming preview of the releases 2B, 2.9B and 2.27B, right? Google is still working on the release of version 2. Now, let's focus on understanding what is the difference between Gemini 1.5 Pro and Gemini 1.5 Flash. As the name suggests, Flash means very fast. So, if you have a huge content you do have to work, then you can select 1.5 Flash. If it is a standard content which you want to work with, it can be Gemini 1.5 Pro, right? This is the major difference, and very common examples or simple learning processes which you want to understand, simple model tuning or working with a basic ML model or data, you can go with 1.0 Pro. Generally, I prefer 1.5 Pro or 1.5 Flash accordingly as per the requirement. So, let me change this to 1.5 Pro now. Hope the model concept is clear. Let's come to tokens. So, token count, the number of tokens taken in order to process your statements will be counted here. Generally, 1 million tokens is available in order to work with for free in Google AI Studio. You have other advanced settings. If you're working with any code executions or JSON files, you can just accordingly change this across. The next option you can see is temperature. There is a range for this starting from 0 up to 2. What is this temperature? Is it normal heat or cold temperature? No. It is how frequently the tokens can be used. In which frequency we will select that with the help of temperature. So, it is always good to keep it in 1. It's neither 0 nor 2. It's in middle. It's 1. Hope the settings of this run, model, temperature and advanced settings are clear. Now, let's come towards our left side of the screen. What do we have here? we can create a new prompt, we can create a new tuned model. We have our libraries. If you have worked before, you can have that complete details in the library. You could see an option, allow drive access. If your data or any information present in the Google Drive can be associated by giving permission by clicking on this. Getting started, you have all the documentation, you have prompt gallery, what kind of prompts you can give, how you have to give, you have Gemini cookbook, how Gemini model is working, what are the different elements it has. So, you have a documentation on this, and you have this course forum. If you want to discuss about something, you can discuss in the forum. And very important thing, what you find it here is build with Vertex AI on Google Cloud. Whatever the Google product is, it will go up to the cloud end of the day. Be it Gmail, be it Drive, be it Slides, Collab, everything lands up to the cloud because it will work in that way. What is this Vertex AI and why it is inside Google AI Studio? First and foremost thing, basic difference, both will work for the ML models itself, but Google AI Studio is free of cost. It can let you work with 1 million tokens for free, wherein Vertex AI, it will always give an enterprise edition. That means you have to pay for what you work for. Accordingly, there are different features as well, which is more convenient for the core developers or the people who are into the domain of machine learning or artificial intelligence can use this Vertex AI by paying the license amount. So, if you are a professional, if you are corely working on this, you can select Vertex. Once you click, where it will land? It will land to a console of a Google Cloud and it will ask to agree and continue. Before doing that, it states $150 credit now to try Google Cloud Vertex AI with Gemini models for 90 days. So, you have certain conditions and pay as you go model is followed here. You can agree and continue for now. Just to give an overview how a free trial of Vertex AI looks like. So, here we are in the interface of Vertex AI. We agree and continue. We don't want the welcome tour, so I am cancelling this. This is how the interface look like. Again, you have a dashboard, you have pipelines which you can maintain, you have workbench, you can collaborate many APIs as possible. You can try with Gemini as well. You can connect Vertex AI with a Gemini model. You have different types of language, vision, speech, prompt gallery and tuning models available. Also the basic extensions and advanced levels of data sets can also be used. Experiments can be done, training is available. You have metadata connected to it and also you have a marketplace, right? So this is how Vertex AI Studio will look like. Now let's switch back to our Google AI Studio. Now let's start with our first prompt. You have to click on the create new prompt and if you want to change the name, you can just go on edit, say demo 1 and click on save. Now the interface is ready to take your prompts. But there is one option here, system instruction. Why this is used? This is just to set the tone of the prompt, the responses we get and the style of instructions we give to the model. We are just trying to set a context before we start communication with the model. I am trying to tell the system the response we receive should be poetic, right? So, it is just a sample. I'll just give hi as the prompt and run. Once I do this, it has taken 2 tokens in order to work. Just to say a reply for hi, it is giving in a poetic manner, right? It is giving a complete, a whisper soft, a greeting brief, hi you say, a single leaf. So, it is trying to give a poetic response to it. So, if I say, how are you? then it will try to give us answer in a poetic manner itself. You could see the token count here, it's moving on and on. The time it processes, the number of tokens it will use, those are kind of built-in blocks in order to process the statements we give to the system. So, you can see for just one, how are you, it is giving us 4 lines of answer, because I have set a context that the answer should be in poetic manner. The theme should be poetic. So, this is a general prompting which you can do by setting the system instruction with Google AI Studio. Now, let's move on to new tuned model. So, what is this all about? Before that, see, it is giving us, do you want to save this? Yes, if you want to, click on OK. It will save as demo 1. Once you select new tuned model, this is where you land. You have option to create a structured prompt. The prompt which we gave was a normal prompt. You have a second form of prompt, that is structured prompt. So, I click on structured prompt again. If you want to change the name for this, you can really put the name. I am using the name demo 2 and I will save it. You could see there are 2 sections here. First section is input, then output. Later, you have test your prompt. You have to first train the system, then you have to test the system. This is the concept. You are doing in a structured manner. You are not just giving a random prompt command. Now, let's set a context or style of instruction. Before starting the structured prompting, let's set an optional tone or system information which you want to save it across. I am giving the overall context. I am working as a news reporter. I need the normal news to be displayed more excited manner or as a breaking news. So, when I do this, I am setting a context. I am just saving for now. It has been saved. Now, let's start giving the input and specified output to the model. We are just trying to train the model. So, this time, Olympics is held in Paris, right? Another input, the player from Turkey won silver medal in shooting. So, I give this. Next, it will try to suggest you certain things. It will just leave as it is. Now, let's type the response as well. Did you know the Olympics is held in Paris? Exciting, right? So, this is a normal sentences which I am using. Then, wow, a player from Turkey won silver medal in shooting. Isn't it exciting? So, I've just typed certain inputs and outputs, that is training a model. Out of 500 samples, I have used 2 samples and you can give a third one as well. India lost medals in badminton, right? You can just give a simple input and oh my god, India missed chance to bag medals in badminton. It is just exaggerating or giving an excited output for us normal sentences. This is how I am trying to train. Then we will test the inputs. I will say India won gold in wrestling. Now let's try to run to get the output. I am clicking on run. It gives an exaggeration here. Boom. India takes gold in wrestling. This is huge. What a performance. We are trying to exaggerate. First we try to train this model and then it is now trained across. It is also giving, as we mentioned, we need the output in excited manner. So this is the structured prompting. Now what do? We try to delete this, right? The outputs will try to delete and we will just give the same input, India won gold in wrestling, and run this. 100% it will follow the system instruction which we have given at the top, not the model, because we don't have any samples here in order to compare. So it says a big paragraph, breaking news, India claims gold in wrestling. So it just tried to give a good information of news. So this is how the structured prompting will work. So now we have understood the normal prompt and the structured prompt. Let's click on new tuned model. Before that, if you want to save, you can click on OK. When you come to tune a model, you can import either it should be a CSV file or a Google Sheet file, and they generally recommend 100 to 500 examples in that sheet available. If you want a modeling tune guide, you can have a look with this document. Now, if you click on the select data source, you have structured prompt, which is demo 2, which I created recently. That has also been available here. And you have news headlines and summarization, which is the samples. So I prefer taking news headlines. Once you do that, you can see the prefix column available. You can select the prefix column, input and output. This is how it will be, and just it is a sample. And then you can change sample tune model. Once you do this, you can give a description if you want to, else. We are not going to touch this advanced settings, how many tuning of epochs should be, what is the learning rate multiplier and batch size and stuff. Let it be as it has been set. And you have two options here, that is Gemini 1.0 Pro 0.1 and 1.5 Flash 0.1 tuning. So generally, we were working with the help of Pro. So I am using this Pro again. If you want to tune, you can click on the tune button. Once you click on the tune button, you could find sample tune model available in your library. Once you click on the sample tune model towards your left, you can see the tune model results. It takes some time in order to load this, and you have to wait for 5 to 6 minutes. Why? The reason being, I selected Pro. It took certain time in order to load this epochs. See, the graph is going in the right way, but the value is 1.2. Actually, it's supposed to be at least 4 to 5. That is what we consider a good epoch value. But this is how model tuning looks like in Gemini AI Studio. You can also see less than 1 minute left in order to finish this process, and it has all the information available, the batch size, the epochs, the learning rate, the examples it has been tuned for. So the graph is, the loss in graph has also been put up here. This is the overall view of model tuning which you can do in Google AI Studio. Coming back to the main interface, you have an option here which is plus. If you click on plus, you have various availability of options in order to choose with, that is My Drive, Upload to Drive, Record Audio, Sample Images and Sample Video. So let's check out with the help of Sample Video. There are predefined videos here. I am trying to select one of the video and add a prompt. What is this video all about? So I click on run. Once we do this, it will try to analyze the multimedia, that is the video, and give us the details. What is this 10 minutes of video dealing with? It takes certain time. If you could see, the tokens it is taking in order to process this is huge because of the 10 minutes of video. So the response is in 2 lines. It is trying to give a gist of what is this video all about. So you can also upload the videos from your local system and understand what is happening in that video. It has the capability to analyze the video as well. And you can change the model here in order to immediately get the responses. say sample video, I'll just give the same video or another 10 minutes video. How does this particular video loads and how fast it will work? What is in the video? Explain. I'm trying to give this option. I'm clicking on run. I'm just changing the model and checking how does this work. While we were executing the second video, we turned this model into 1.5 flash. Let's see what is the difference. Here, in the first video, it took around 30 seconds in order to work. Here, we got 40 seconds. And it depends upon what is the content we give, what is the file size of the video, everything. The more content you have, it's good to use flash, right? So, it's just a simple comparison between Pro and Flash. You can do the same thing for sample images. If you click on image, you have total here. So, if I ask what is this, it will try to give us the information. Let's see how much time this will take when it is in Flash. It took around 28 seconds in order to say this is a picture of a sea turtle. So, this is how you can load your images, your videos, your multimedia and understand. You have to first upload to the drive or you can directly take the information from the drive. So, this is how the prompting works in Google AI Studio. So, you have to choose it from the available options, that is from your drive or the sample videos, or record the audio as it is. So, we have understood few of the information with regards to Google AI Studio. First thing, we saw how does this interface look like, what is Google AI Studio all about. Then we worked with few prompts, which is a general prompting and a structured prompting. Later, we also created a sample model and also we saw the graph of the same after tuning that. Thank you for watching this complete tour of Google AI Studio. We hope you found it informative and helpful. If you have any questions or need further assistance, feel free to leave a comment. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more AI tutorials and guides. Happy learning and see you in the next video.